Everybody, welcome to the Come Through. This is my sister-in-law, India. Say hello.
Hello.
It's a fun, friendly, casual conversation with friends. So we're gonna jump into it. India, what is your relationship status at the moment?
My relationship status is that I am single and dating.
Single and dating, she said, fellas. So she's looking.
I didn't say looking, I said single and dating.
But ain't that the same thing?
No.
Why is it not the same thing?
Because if I'm dating, I found a plethora.
What?
You see how the ladies be doing? Y'all see how the ladies be doing? Wow. Okay. Moving on. What's the biggest thing you look for in a partner?
Security.
Okay, that's a good one.
Is probably the biggest thing I look for in a partner. And I know people hear that, they think financial security, right?
Well, that's what men think, because men think
right.
that that's everything. I addressed that last week.
I remember I watched that with you.
Yeah.
But that's not what I mean. I mean, like, me feeling secure in the relationship, me feeling secure with that person, me feeling safe, and feeling a partnership, a bond.
Okay. How do they make you feel safe though? A lot of guys, they don't understand the steps to make a woman feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like? Like, is that just, like what are the steps they have to take to make you feel secure in these areas that you feel like you need security in?
A major one is consistency. So I'm like, if you're consistent with me, like there is no space or no room for me to think that it's other shit happening in the outside of the relationship, outside of the bond that we built with each other.
You just want the man to be trustworthy, basically.
Yeah, not just trustworthy. I want you to be everything. I know I say stuff. I will clear it up, but initially it's to get a reaction.
But it's so you're saying you need him to be everything. So you just want him to be. Well, I think you're saying by everything, you need him to be everything that he says he is.
Yeah.
So like when you guys are talking, you just want the man to be a man of his word.
Right. Like basically, yeah. Not saying that there isn't room for error. Because like nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you coming to me as this person, that's the person I'm expected to see every day. You may fall short with the fact that humans aren't perfect.
I think all men understand that. Some of them don't, but
because I know.
I think that's why men lie a lot of the times. They're like, oh, I don't want to show her my imperfections because, which it kind of can get deep because I don't trust her with the imperfections that I do have. So that's a big thing with men. They don't trust the woman that they're actually dating, or they just don't want to. They just don't want to show you because you're not that special to them. But that's hard for the woman to understand that, hey, I'm not special to him, so he's hiding the fact and he's dating other chicks. And
yes, I mean that's the thing. Unfortunately, I know exactly what you mean.
Question number 2: why do you feel, and just you, I'm not gonna say most women, but why do you feel women cheat?
Don't tell him anything.
Sips water.
That's a loaded question. I feel like some women that cheat because for revenge. That is one motive, I would say.
Have you ever cheated?
I've never cheated.
Oh, okay.
That's why this is a tough question, but
I mean, but we both know people that done cheated.
Yeah.
Like multiple people.
Now I don't know. I can't say I know women that cheated.
I know a lot of women that have cheated. I know a lot of men that have cheated. And from my perspective, they cheat for all different reasons.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say it's a loaded question.
Yeah, it's a loaded question, but
there's no one answer.
Mainly, I feel like it's two main ones. One is out of revenge, and the other one is out of lack of attention. So the other person isn't really loving to the other person. They're not paying attention to the other person. They're not getting them gifts. They're not speaking to any of the love languages that person has. But
also, my personal opinion, cheating comes out of selfishness. Like you made a selfish decision to step out of that relationship. That's not a man or a woman thing. It's a human thing. Because me personally, I'm like, I'd rather just not be in this relationship than to cheat. Like, I'd rather just go our separate ways. If it's somebody else that I'd rather be with, like, go be with that person. Mm-hmm. But that's where the selfishness comes in. Like, oh, it's somebody else I like, but I still want mine at home too. That's selfish. That's very selfish.
Yeah. What would you say is the hardest part about dating at this point in time for you? Like, what's the most difficult part that always seems to like it's always is, or why is it always that?
It's either, for me, they want to rush into a commitment, or they just got commitment phobia. It's just never like, let's take our time and get to know each other. That's rare. A rarity. Or even if they're not even open to it. Then you got the people that just want.
So what do you find, like the guys that are that always want to rush into it? Mm-hmm. What do you feel like what becomes their problem or their issue after they want to rush into it? Is it like, oh, okay, we together now, and then do they end up telling off towards the end, or are you just like, no?
No, one side, this is how it typically goes. So we're in a relationship now? No, we're dating. Doesn't dating mean we're in a relationship? No, that means we go on dates and we're getting to know each other to potentially build and work towards a relationship. And a lot of times they don't get the answer they want, and they go find a girl who wants to be in a relationship right now.
How come you don't want me, man?
I honestly always said this, like, distance can be good. Distance can be great for a relationship. It can also be horrible for a relationship. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to be able to do distance. Distance just ain't for you. If you know you're not that person, it just ain't for you. But if you are disciplined and you can control your emotions, and your feelings and your urges and your so-called needs, you can do a long distance relationship, or distance like an hour away or an hour and a half away.
Distance can also be like, we have busy schedules. We see each other.
This is true.
We see each other bi-weekly, even though we live 30 minutes away from each other.
That's true. Like, what was I about to say? Oh, I understand that part, but also I feel like if you're if you don't eventually start to spend more time with that person, you're not going to really get to know them. Because, yeah, I can tell you about myself, but if you don't actually experience it and see it, me as a person, you're not going to get it. You're not really going to be able to see what I'm saying. Like, if I tell you that I don't like to do certain things, and then we get in that situation, I told you like, well, I don't like to do that. You're like, but yeah, but we right here, so we might as well. Like, no, we might as well not. You know what I'm saying? Like, those little small things.
That person sounds selfish. I'm just saying.
That person sounds like someone that's was being honest with you and was like, hey.
I know, but not even saying to compromise, but yeah, do stuff.
Oh no.
The other person likes
Yeah,
to
you
do
definitely
sometimes.
have to compromise, but certain things
Like
you're not gonna really get to know that person unless you're around them on a daily basis. Is what I say.
Mm-hmm.
I say distance in the beginning. Distance is good, honestly, because that's the honeymoon stage and everybody all over each other. I love you, but towards like the middle or like after like a month or two, yeah, start to come together, start to do more things, start to hang out more, so you can really physically get to know that person. Not physically. No, I'm not promoting that for real, but hey,
it's my love going bang bang bang.
But but you do have to start to spend time with that person so you can really know and see what that person is like. Like you can get to know a person over the phone, but to get to know them, you have to spend time with them. I feel like that's important.
What's something that you would want to know about a person, like in the first couple?
Ooh, in the first
like
couple
in
of times?
in the first year.
The first year, the first thing I want to get to know is, are you honest? Are you an honest person? Like even when it's not beneficial to you, are you honest?
I feel like that's like early stuff. Like
you just asked me in the beginning.
I feel like it's in the first year.
In the first year, something that I want to get to know about a person.
Yeah, something that you feel like you gonna know, and it's like, oh, I can't deal with that, or oh,
if they truly care about me, like, and I say this to certain people all the time. I'm not going to name any names. They have to show you that they care. For example, if you're continuously doing something for someone and they're not reciprocating those same actions, you don't care, or she don't care. Or your love language is like touch and feel, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know that the other person is not really that kind of person, but you see that person trying, you know what I mean? Like trying to be more, trying to evolve for you. Like, hey, I know that you like this and this is a big thing for you. So I'm trying to be more of that kind of a person. And it might not happen as quickly as you want it. It might not happen the way you want it all the time, but you notice that they're trying. Yeah, those are the things. That's the thing that you want to make sure and know that, hey, this person really does care about me. Because if you don't care about me, what the hell are we doing this for? We really just out here just
non-sexual intimacy.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah,
okay.
Like
I'm sorry.
Don't nobody listen. She didn't hear a word I said.
I did, but it was just a little bit simpler way to say it. But
but I'm trying to give you an example.
I get it.
Men need examples. So a lot of women need examples. I'm trying to give you an example of.
I know, but you gotta say what the example of.
Yeah, I mean,
these are examples, people, of non-sexual intimacy.
Yeah, non-sexual intimacy. Like anybody can smash. Anybody can be smashed to somebody. That don't mean I love you or care about you. That just means I want to bust a nut that day. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That goes for men and women. I know women like, man, I just need to bust a nut real quick. And that's why I did it. Like, man, but that nigga look like a gargoyle. And you still
be like that. Be like that.
I understand. Because dudes smash girls that they thought they would never. But they did it, and you'd be like, man, they'd be like, man, I can't believe I did that, man. But I had to, man. It was on me. That's just the truth. Any other questions you got for me? Because, the last question is, what questions you got for me? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll be wanting people to be asking questions.
Do I have any questions for Christopher? I did not write down.
And that's actually an example of black men not protecting black women, because if I know that you feel a certain way about this person, and you're not, and I
no, it wasn't about. It wasn't even about me. It was about these women, these girls, because they weren't women at the time. When majority of them were not women at the time when R. Kelly was attacking them or raping them, because we're gonna call it what it is. And for people to be, for black men to still be defending him, regardless of the actions that he's had.
Who's defending this nigga?
I'm saying not necessarily defending him, but like not
defending this nigga,
not omitting support for him.
Come see me.
You know what I mean?
Y'all niggas is true.
Or denouncing. They're not denouncing him. Is what I'm saying.
No.
They're not necessarily defending him, but they're not denouncing him.
Well, when you think about it,
but no. Let me finish. So that's where I'm like, so he's doing all this stuff to these girls, but age 13. Starting at age 13, and they aren't being protected and all this stuff. And I had somebody say like, "Oh, but they're like, oh, their parents put them in that situation." But like, so that makes it okay if their parents didn't care, then why should I care? Like, what kind of stuff is that? And also, like,
I think I know
with him doing these, yeah, you can imagine who said some shit like that. With him doing these things,
I think I know what you was about to say. Who you was about to say? But that nigga didn't say that.
Definitely said it. But we had a whole argument about it. With him doing all this stuff and you still supporting. You still streaming his music. I had to break it all the way down. Like, you're streaming his music, which gives him finances, which he's able to use to keep keeping these child slaves, sex slaves that he's bringing into his home and raping. That's how you're supporting him.
I can't lie. Me and Kendra was having a battle the other day. So I'm gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna cut this shit out. So me and Kendra was having a conversation, and we was watching. I think we was watching Kevin on Stage or somebody, and they were talking about the versus battles and stuff or whatever. And they were talking about Usher and Beyonce and who could Beyonce go against in the versus battle. And I was like, she could go against Usher. I'm like, Usher would he'll probably give her the business. But she was like, no, I don't know. And then he says, one of them said something about Justin Timberlake. So we had a battle between Usher and Justin Timberlake. The reason why we had the battle is because Kendra said, as far as international wise, Justin Timberlake had more hits than Usher combined because I don't know who he's with, the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, that Justin Timberlake had more hits than Usher.
I don't think that should even count because
I said
at that point, he wasn't a solo act.
Nah, we can count those in there. I said, use a goddamn lie because she's like, no. I'm not saying that
It's just a sexual thing in 1993, 94.
I don't know. But
I'm talking about he was 15 as a solo act putting out music in 1994.
That's what I said. I said, he been out for so long. I don't give a damn about that damn bullshit that he did with NSYNC. Like, man, you can put that in there too. You're not going to feel it. Hell, if you turn that stuff on right now, most black women ain't going to feel none of that. That's great for you. But what I'm saying is, and she was saying like, no, they got some good songs. I'm like, look, we can do this. And we had the battle. She definitely lost. But I ain't going to lie. Justin, he got some stuff. He got some hits. But she said he had more hits. I'm like, no, this is not true. It's just not true. She's like, I love Usher. I favor Usher. But Justin does have more hits.
She wasn't a believer.
She lost. And she lost bad. Now, I ain't gonna lie. She did put some when she put that suit and tie on, I'm like, ooh, I ain't know if I can.
That was your shit.
Yeah, that was shit.
That was your
She put that suit and tie. I'm like, ooh. I don't know what else to play on that. And then I was like, I found this, I found that. He does have a lot of hits, but I'm ready for Usher to be on the versus battle. I don't know who he can be on there against. He cannot go against Chris Brown.
I know they kept trying to say Chris Brown, but I'm
he ain't got it. He ain't got enough.
Chris Brown got at least, like, Usher would have to retire, and then Chris Brown would have to go another 15 years before.
It's not close, man.
No, I'm saying Usher would have to retire right now,
and
then Chris Brown will have to go another 15 years of putting out music before they can compete.
But see, even at this right now, I don't
Actually
know
20 years.
Like, what was his last album? Didn't they say he had like 40 songs on his last album? Did you listen to his last album?
Who?
Chris Brown.
Just the radio. I don't listen. I'm a bad person to ask. I don't listen to albums. So.
I do. I didn't listen to it. I heard it was super long. I was like, all right, I'm gonna.
It was like 19
watching.
songs or something like that.
I have no idea. Even if it was 19, I still would have did it. But they said he had like, it was almost like a double album. He was like 40 songs. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was. I'm thinking 19 is a lot, but yeah, I think it was.
Not for me. I listen to Big Chris double album. That's like 22 songs. I listen to every one and the skits. But
not 40. You know, 40. Yes, Chris Brown is a talent.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that Usher is the greatest R&B artist of our generation. It's not close.
He said he is the greatest R&B artist of our generation. What about Jacquees?
Nigga! That's the end of the interview, everybody. Thank y'all for joining. I can't believe you even said that nigga. Who is that nigga, man?
He the king of R&B.
Where? Where?
Self-proclaimed.
What song does he do?
I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. You don't know that song?
No.
I'd rather be with you and you.
I know that is not his song.
That is his song.
Yeah,
it's like a, I don't know what that sound is. But yeah,
terrible. Nah, I ain't gonna say it's terrible.
He got another song.
I ain't gonna say it's terrible. But when it comes to Usher, it's terrible. My bad. I heard him saying he sounds very nasally. What's his name? Jeffrey? Yeah, he sounds nasally. Like,
I was joking, by the way.
I hope so.
You didn't think I was?
I was literally about to be like,
you know how I feel.
Thank you everyone for joining.
You know how I feel about music, so I would never say no shit like that.
Like that.
And be serious.
I was gonna be like, blasphemy. Goodbye, everybody. See you later. Like, that's terrible. Oh my God.
No distance.
No, but yeah, we definitely got to be like, yo, get that man his flowers because he putting on for everybody on this bad boy. He's easily the best of our generation. And I was trying to think like who would be number 2, and I haven't probably.
Who else is on
But
the
is
list?
he in our generation though? I mean,
yes.
Is he though?
Yes.
How
is he not our generation? He a millennial just like us. He came out when he was just out of high school when he came out.
Really? Then?
He came out 06.
06?
Yes.
Oh no, he's not my generation.
Well, how?
It's just Usher, baby.
Shut up.
Nah, for real though, like, no, I don't think he will be. That would be the next one. That would be the next one.
The next generation?
Yeah, he's the new generation Usher. Or a version of.
I feel like people our age definitely fuck with Chris Brown.
Oh no, I'm not saying that I don't.
That's what that means. Right?
No. Because I fucks with Teddy P, and he definitely ain't in my generation. I'm just saying.
It's not the same.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying that's not the same comparison.
Oh. Yeah, it is.
No.
Like,
Teddy P is like 40 years older than us. came out 40 years before we were born.
All I'm saying is I fucks with all types of artists.
My favorite group is the OJs.
Thank you very much.
But no, that's not the same thing.
All I'm saying is he's just because I fucks with Chris Brown doesn't mean he's in my generation.
He is though.
It doesn't feel like it.
That doesn't make it not a fact.
Like I'm an '80s baby. Is he an '80s baby?
He's not.
He did. Well, I guess so. He made the cut. Well, he might be. Then he's second then.
I can't stand that shit. So I beat up the food and told me them lies.
Then he's second then because shit. Usher number one. It ain't even close. It really is. It's really not. Especially when we listen back to the songs that he got. Man, we was in here dancing. It wasn't even the verses battle. For real.
I'm really sitting here trying to think like who.
I mean, I would probably say Justin
great.
Timberlake then. It will be Justin Timberlake like that. Would be number two.
He's pop though, right?
Yeah, he's not really R&B.
I mean, Chris Brown is pop
neither
now.
Is Usher though. Usher is more up-tempo, like.
I would say Usher was more R&B still.
Oh yeah.
Especially in comparison to Chris Brown and Justin Timberlake, because Chris Brown switched over back in like 2010.
I don't think that kind of part of his problem is that he went more to different genres.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of hard to. I'm not trying to, stick them in a box, but we're just trying to compare R&B artists to other R&B artists.
All right.
Yeah, it's Usher, baby. Usher, baby. Oh, I ain't got nothing else for you.
Thank you for this opportunity. I had a blast.
Anytime, man. I holla at y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Continue to like, share, subscribe, comment. Don't text me. Comment. If you want to be on the show or you have something to contribute to the show, as far as like a topic or anything like that, hit me up at feedback@gmail.com. feedback@gmail.com. I'll holla at y'all. See y'all next time.